Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you, and the weekend is here. It's a beautiful day outside, and I got a pair of early dunks that I'd like to look at with y'all. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's look at these reverse Panda Nike Dunk Lows. Alright, like always, we'll start with this box. There's nothing special about it. Same old Nike box that we get all the time. I got these from Goat, and I got them for, I think, $130 before fees. These are very, very similar to the black Pandas that they've done. They just released those not long ago, and I think that kid sizes are still available on the Nike app. The color blocking and everything is very similar to how they did those black Pandas. And now they're calling these the reverse Pandas, but it's more of a reverse of this black Panda. So I would almost call this like a white Panda or something like that. But anyhow, standard box. The tag reads Nike Dunk Low Retro. And the colors are listed as white, black, and Summit White. This is a size 10, which is what I go with on Dunk Lows. And then without wasting too much time, check these things out. I think these are really, really clean looking. I'm hoping that the lighting's okay with the sun peeking through those leaves and everything, but I couldn't sit down on the porch and do this one. It's just way too hot out here. Getting to be late July. The summer is almost gone already, which is depressing, but oh well, what can you do about it? My first impressions of these are just that they're a very, very clean looking shoe. It's a classic retro silhouette, you know, came out in '84, I believe. I really like the way it wears these colors. Everyone knows that Panda Dunks are one of the most sought after pair of, you know, a GR common shoe that there is. I mean, people just go crazy about them. They always sell out. Well, I don't think these will have that same kind of hype, but I do think that this white and black colorway on this classic silhouette, I think it's dope looking, and I think it's a good alternative if you're unable to hit Panda Dunk Lows for retail. I wouldn't be spending $200 on a pair of Panda Dunks, not with how many they make and the fact that they release them all the time. But I really like these. I really like the black Pandas too, and I actually might even like these a little bit more. And just in case you missed the Black Panda review, this is the shoes that they've deemed the Black Panda. And like I said, these dropped recently on the Nike app. The adult sizes sold out pretty quick, but they're still pretty affordable on Goat and StockX if you're interested in them. This one that they've called the reverse Panda, it really, really reminds me of this shoe. Even the quality and materials. I made the comment on this Black Panda review that I thought materials were a little bit better than our standard GR Dunk Lows, and I still stick to that. I've had some people say that they thought materials were garbage, but I think that overall, typically GR dunks that aren't a collab and that aren't, you know, a premium dunk or anything, most of the time Dunk Low materials are kind of garbage. I mean, I would relate the materials of GR Dunk Lows to that of like mids or non-OG Jordan 1 lows. But anyhow, this is the Black Panda, and this is what we're reviewing today. The reverse Panda, as they're calling it. But I almost think that this is just, if this is the Black Panda, this one should be called the White Panda or the Albino Panda, something like that. But it's not really the reverse of the Panda Dunk. It's kind of like a yin yang, you know? Just these are about as opposite as can be. And just looking at these two in hand, I was thinking I should do a lace swap and see how the white laces look in the white shoe and how the black laces look here. So stick around to the end. I'll make an extra clip with my phone and just attach that to the back side of this review. But getting into the reverse Panda review. We've got an all-white outsole. It's that classic tread pattern that we always see on dunk lows and dunk highs. It's very similar to a Jordan 1 tread pattern with the pivot point in the front, Nike branding there at the midfoot, but it's very classic. You've probably all seen that before. Then that white outsole comes up to meet a white midsole as well. And just like much of the shoe, the majority of it is white. White shoes are definitely in, just like they were back in the 90s. So I really like this pair. I've always liked shoes that are pretty much all white. So I think these look really dope, but it seems like they're back in style pretty well at this point. But then coming up from that midsole, we see that for the mudguard, and then going up the eye stays and wrapping around the base of the heel of the shoe, and up here on this heel tab, we've just got a smooth white leather. And like I said before in the video, materials are, you know, it's pretty similar to what we're used to on dunk lows. They don't feel incredibly soft or anything. I do think that the leather on the base of the shoe has a better feel to it than what these overlays do. And in my opinion, I think the quality of these materials are just slightly better than what we see on like most GR dunk lows, and that includes the Panda dunk low and that sort of thing. I do prefer the materials on this shoe a little bit to what we typically get on dunk lows. But that being said, I would by no means say that this is a buttery shoe or anything like that. Along with this bright white smooth leather, on the base of the shoe we've got another white leather, but just like on the black Pandas, this white on the base varies a little bit from this bright white on the overlays. So I don't know if this is Summit white or, you know, what the difference is, but this has a little bit different of a tint than what all the overlays do, and it just brings some nice contrast to the shoe. It also has a little bit of texture. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we've got those perforations, and then that same leather on the side panels underneath the swoosh. Hopefully you can see that texture there. And then we've also got that same leather here visible on the heel where we see these rows of stitching. But then to contrast that, of course, we've got a black leather swoosh, and again, that's got a synthetic feel, nothing crazy, you know, it doesn't have a crazy good feel, or it's not really high quality, but it just kind of matches the quality of the rest of the materials. But we've got that black synthetic leather swoosh, and then on the heel tab we've got that stitching in black that spells out Nike. And then we've got a standard nylon dunk tongue in a white color, and it's got white piping going around it, and the piping is again a little bit brighter than what the nylon of the tongue is, so it just adds a little bit of contrast and depth. And then we've got a white tag with some black Nike branding there at the top, and that matches the flat black laces that they gave us in this shoe. And then we've got a bright white sock liner, a bright white insole, and we've got some more black Nike branding down there on the insole. But that was just a quick look at these, what they're calling the reverse Pandas, even though I don't really agree with that name too much. Let me know what you all think of these. I'm going to go ahead and swap the laces with one of these and one of the black Panda pairs, and I'll be right back to show you all what that looks like. But I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one. What's happening, everybody? I'm back like I promised. I did that lace swap in one shoe of each, and honestly I really like the way that it looks. So this is stock, this is how they came from Nike, this one being what they're calling the reverse Panda, primarily white with black laces, and then this one they were calling the black Panda, primarily black with white laces. So there they are stock. They both look dope, but I was thinking that they might look better with a lace swap. So I swapped the laces to match each of the tongues, and I actually really like the way that it came out. You'll have to let me know what you think looks better. If you think it looks better coming from the factory with the contrasting laces, or if you like the laces matching the tongue and the upper better. But just for your reference, so this is how they came. That's swapping it to white. I think I actually prefer the white laces in these. And once again, this is how they came with the contrasting laces. And then when we swap them to black to match the tongue and the upper. And again, I think I kind of like the laces matching the tongue on this. But anyhow, let me know your thoughts. Have a good one, y'all. I'm out.